Guys, in this video we are going to see how to overload increment and decrement operators when they are used as a prefix. Now before we go ahead and do that, let's look at some basic stuff about increment and decrement. So first of all, you know that when we have increment, like let's say for example integer, we have integer x, and if we want to do the increment, we can do both way, like x plus plus or plus plus x. The difference here is when we use x plus plus, this x is used first and then it's incremented, right? When we use plus plus x, this x is incremented first and then it's used. So this is the prefix form, right? This one is incremented first and then used. That's prefix form, and this is postfix form, right? Now we are going to look at this form, the second form right here. Now let's go ahead and do the overloading. Now in order to do that, first we have to have the class. So here we have a class that called marks, and inside the class we have a member called mark, and also we have the public access specifier, and also we have two different defaults. The first default is called like two different constructors. The first one is called defaults constructor, and that's gonna initialize the member value of mark to 0. So we initialize this one to 0, and then the second one we equate this mark to m, and then to print out whatever the value we put a cout statement right here. To put cout statement, we create a function, and you can name whatever you want, and here we have this name, and then that's it. Now we are going to overload plus plus increment operators and decrement operators. Now let's start with increment operator. To do the increment operator, we have to specify a function. Let's return type. We have to specify a return type. So let's call this one void. So void operator plus plus. Right. So we are doing the increment in prefix form. So plus plus, and that's it. And inside, since we are incrementing by 1, we had to put that one inside of this function. So here we are going to put mark plus equal 1, and that's it. So this is our increment operator. Now we have to do our decrement operator. To overload the decrement operator, we can use the friend operator. Okay, so friend operator, friend void operator decrement. We are overloading the decrement, so we put minus minus, and this is a unary operator. So when we use prefix form, that's called unary operator, and when we use unary and friend function, we have to specify that one inside of a parenthesis. So inside of this parenthesis, we are going to put marks and marks and then inside of this function we are now, since we are using friend function, we have to define the body of this friend function, so we have to use another function. Now let's close this one right here. I had to let's start the new function after this. Now all we have to do is just copy. It's going to be the same thing like this. Copy, paste, and inside of this one we are going to decrement by 1. So it's going to be same as this, only the difference is we put minus in front. So instead of plus we put minus equal 1, and that's it. Now we have to close this curly bracket, and now we have overloaded the decrement operator. Now to find whether it works, we are going to go to the main function, and we are going to create some objects. So let's initialize some values. So I'm going to create an object called marks, and I'm going to name it Liban's mark, and I'm going to initialize the mark. Let's say 68. Okay, 68, and then semicolon, and after that Liban's mark dot mark dot your mark please, your mark please, parenthesis, and then semicolon. Now we are going to use our increment operator and decrement operator in a prefix form. So we put that one in front of this. So prefix is front. Plus plus, I'm gonna copy this thing, copy, paste right here, and semicolon, and then in the bottom we are going to have the same thing like this. Clearance mark, your marks please. So I copy paste that one, and then decrement also same thing, only the difference is we put minus minus in front, right? So I just copy paste that one too, and instead of plus plus I had to put minus minus. Now this one should work. Let's execute and see what happens. Okay, there's some error. Mark is equal -1 is not okay. Okay, this one, the second one, I should have put m dot. Okay, let's see. I need a space. Here we put m dot mark minus equal 1 semicolon and curly bracket close. Okay, now let's see. Oh, what's wrong? Oh, I didn't specify this one. I had to put the m right here. M and close this one, and then curly bracket begins. Okay, now you see first initialize with 68, then we incremented by 1, that's 69, then we decremented by 1, then it goes back to 68, and that's how we overload increment and decrement operators when they are used as prefix. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.